having
How y'all doing, sugar plums? Come on up in here. I don't know who's out here in TikTok land. Listen, you guys, this is my first live, and I pondered over whether or not I should do this live. But I said, what the heck? Just go ahead and do it. For those of you that know me, that followed me when I was on Facebook, I wasn't a stranger to doing lives. I did a live one day and I took off from there and started doing lives concerning my career and just everyday living, relationship issues, things like that. But today I want to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart. Hey, Jessica. I want to talk about something that America is faced with, and that is homelessness. So, fully transparent moment, you are looking at the face of homelessness. I had a 6-figure job with the federal government. I lost my job, ran through my savings, through my 401k, I didn't lose my home. My lease was up, lease where I was paying almost $4,000 in rent. When my lease was up and my 401k money ran out, we parted ways, and my landlord, she was so gracious and she was so sweet. My neighbor helped out with moving and loading things up in the car, and here's what I want to share with you guys. For those of you that have been so blessed to have employment, whether it is a 6-figure job or you're making less than 6 figures, that job is not going to save you. It's a stark reality. No matter how big your savings account is, your savings account is not going to save you. One of the things that I have learned in experiencing homelessness, I've learned how to do much with less. A great epiphany occurred when I started to recount all the ways in which I'm a thrifter. Those that know me, they know I love to bargain shop. When I shop, I'm not even a shopper, really. This journey. But I'm very frugal to buying things. I'm not into handbags, purses, shoes, red bottoms, stuff like that. That's not your girl. Listen, once I become a multi-millionaire, honey, because it's going to happen, I will still shop at Walmart, honey. Listen, I got a Walmart outfit sitting back there. Beautiful, beautiful. But anyway, what I want to say about the homeless community is, hello, thank you for joining. Homeless, I'm going to nod and tip my hat, my imaginary hat, to the homeless community. Homeless people are some of the most resilient people on earth known to man. I'm not kidding you, because it takes mind, it takes strategic planning to weather homelessness. I'm going to share. The reason why I'm sharing the video is because I want to chronicle my journey. Because when I climb back from this, I want to be able to look back and say, my goodness, how did I endure that? And I want to be of inspiration without employment. I applied here and there, to no avail. I've applied everywhere. I've done everything but dance on the pole, okay? I have applied everywhere is what I am telling you. For those that know me, for those that don't know me, I am a nationally certified stenographer. I am a court reporter. I've been in this profession for everyone in and on my homelessness journey, calling it, because I want to inspire someone and I want the world to see what homelessness looks like. Homelessness isn't always a dirty, disheveled, and their clothes dirty. Homelessness sometimes looks like this. So what I was getting ready to say is, hey Kaylee, hey Sam, contracting myself out and taking the jobs that I can take scenographically, right? And I've been doing that about 2.5, 3 weeks. So good so far. I will be able to chronicle that within a month. Kind of gauge, you know, how good that is going for me. But listen, I'm less stressed. I'm not having to sit in court all day. Hello, whoever is on here. I'm not having to sit in court all day and listen to the meandering minds all day. And so it's very taxing on your body, on your mind. And so I'm not having to do that now. I'm able to pick my own hours, work remotely if I want to. Yay for that. Come on through, God, honey, relieving my stress. I was so stressed out. Let me tell you guys something. Sometimes miracles come in the most, at the most inopportune times. And sometimes in a mysterious way. What I deem to be an upending of my life has actually turned out to be one of the best experiences and worst, right? Because I'm having to learn how to navigate going to work now, and I'm homeless, going from hotel to hotel when I have the money, blowing through the money for the hotel. I've had some, I'm going to say this real quick. Hello, I've had some beautiful friends that have stepped in to help me, family, people from the court reporting community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those of you that have reached out to me, because I went ghost, you guys. Because I went ghost, you guys. I shut down my Facebook page. I have not reactivated it. I may reactivate it at some point so that I don't lose all of my stuff. Instagram anymore. But it has been Instagram anymore. But it has been one of the most challenging undertakings of my life. If you're liking this video, or if this is speaking to you at a heart level, go ahead and click the like, click the share, tap the screen, give me some hearts, because this is a serious issue in America. How do you go from making six figures to being homeless, blowing through your savings? Again, I'm going to say, I'm not I find ways to be very, very navigating how to be an entrepreneur again, which is not new to me. I have been a sole proprietor. I was a sole proprietor for many, many years, freelancing and contracting myself out to firms. It's a little choppy, but I am on the upswing. Hello, hello, hello. I'm on the upswing now, and let me tell you what happened. What just happened to me, okay? And you guys, I am in sunny California. It is hot. It is very, very hot. The car that I am driving, I want to shout out one of my daughter's friends. I'm not going to mention his name, but him and his wife were so gracious to allow me to utilize utilize their side vehicle. I'm grateful because, honey, we were on foot, honey, when they came and repossessed my car. I said, I want to thank you because now I don't have to worry about that car note. I am reflecting on ways in which I was living excessively. And I'm learning that I can do more with less. I went from living in a very, very posh neighborhood to now I'm on the streets in a hot car, going from hotel to hotel. It is absolutely ridiculous what they charge in hotel fees. Keep in mind, I am in California, right, on the outskirts of Los Angeles, but went from having a beautiful home, paying $4,000 in rent, which don't make no sense to me, which brings up another point. This is not the land of the free. We are so bogged down with stress and things in life that are fruitless. They're not beneficial, which brings me back to my point. I digress. I'm learning to do much. I have figured out 50 ways. I have figured out 50 ways to wear one suit to work and swap it out with different tops. I've always been good with accessorizing and switching out things. My mother always taught me, honey, you have a black suit, a gray suit, and a blue suit, and a brown suit, you're good. And you just get you some tops, honey, and voila. But let me get back to my point about homelessness. The next time you see a homeless person, please have compassion, because you're not fully aware of what they are having to. Anyway, give me 1 second. Let me tell them I will. Okay. The next time you see a home, I'm chronicling this. Because of my experiences. Someone. Oh my God, I got people hitting me up. Let me get to my point, because I don't want to belabor the point. Let me tell you what I have been experiencing. I have been busting my ass, honey, day. I'm usually an early riser. For the federal government, I would get up at 4 a.m. And that's not strange for me. But since I've been working for myself, I don't get up so early anymore. Well, let me tell you. Yesterday morning, I got up at 5 a.m. and I had this unction. I set my alarm for 5 a.m. I had this unction to get up and work on a transcript. And I did so. I said, God, I'm so tired. Get up, tired. Get up. You can sleep when you die. Get up. So I got up, worked on my transcript, went to social services. The issue that I've had is dealing with social services, a lot of red tape. I have such a heart for homeless people now and people that are underprivileged, especially those that are seeking, like at this point, honey, if Barnum and Bailey Circus wasn't defunct, honey, I think I could go and be a part of their circus, because I am jumping through hoops better than some of the dogs you see at a circus. Truth, mama. My mama is co-signing and backing me up. Hello, those of you that are getting on. I'm talking about my homelessness journey. I'm chronicling it for those who would be so exposed, tattered, and torn, honey, and their hair all over their head. So, with social services, a lot of red tape. I have spent the past 4 months. Hold on one second. I'm going to turn this car on. I have spent the last 4 months comical prices that I am paying for a hotel, almost $3,000 a month. I'm doing the math, just blowing through money for nothing. A lot of red tape, guys, with social. A lot of red tape, guys, with social services. A lot. I'm thoroughly convinced, and I had the pleasure of sharing this with a couple caseworkers. I'm thoroughly convinced that sometimes these programs that are in place, while they seem, but sometimes I get the sense that they're set up or designed to make you fail. They make it almost virtually impossible to be successful. You guys, I have met every request, I've complied, every document. Listen, they see my beautiful black face every other day. When I walk up in there, they know me. How you doing, ma'am? Hello, I'm back. Into the state of California. And I am here to collect. In the sense that I need a hand up and not a hand out. There's a huge difference. So what I'm experiencing now, the only assistance that I am receiving is I'm going through a program that helps to stabilize you and get you back into housing. You guys, it is it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. I'm just telling you guys, I'm not going to share everything. But please be compassionate when you run into another homeless person, because I'm telling you, they're going through so much. And again, I will say, for those that are just getting faced with homelessness, I'm having to do things, I'm having to be very crafty in how I move, how I spend my money, where I stay. If we have to stay in the car, now I have to see, look at the areas that security, areas that are well lit. A lot of strategic planning, honey. A lot of strategic planning. But again, things on the up to inspire those that have never dealt with homelessness, and for those that don't have a heart with homelessness, and for those that don't have a heart for people who are in the struggle. There are a myriad of people that I cross every day, especially when I'm up at social services. Some are there because of their own doing. Some may be on drugs. Some may be alcoholics. Some may be in a position like I was, where I had a 6-figure job and I blew through my savings to take care of myself after I lost my government job. Try not to operate under the guise of a spirit of judgment. Please, I'm telling you guys, it is the worst feeling in the world to have to be at someone's mercy. The worst feeling in the world. The worst feeling in the world to have to figure out how you're going to go to work and keep a straight face and act as if everything is okay. I'm telling you, the attorneys that I have worked with the past 2-3 weeks, if they knew I was homeless, they'd probably croak, because I don't give the appearance of being homeless. I check my stuff at the door, my emotions. I check my emotions. Not that that was an issue before, but sometimes, even if you're able to harness your emotions where you're not outwardly showing any aggression, Sometimes you could be a, what do they call that, Mom? A bottle keg? Like a fiery inferno inside. A volcano about to erupt inside. And what I have been sensing, you want to call it God or the universe, speaking to me at the moments when my anger wants to give rise. And I'm hearing, hold it, control your emotions, be dignified. When I go up to social services, I have to operate with dignity. I can't go in there and curse and act a fool. I'll tell you one experience that I have had, which is why I'm telling you to think about the people that don't have support. Think about the people that don't have cars. They're out in this over 100 degrees out here in California today, or at least it was yesterday, and if it's not today, it's close to it. It feels like Africa hot out here, or Arizona. But one of the things that I experienced is I was asked to supply a receipt for an apartment that I had applied for. So I complied, and I provided in the 1960s. They're not even online, like the application was paper. Whoever's Harding, for those that don't know me, if this is speaking to your heart, please click share, like, tap the screen and give me those hearts, baby honey, because we see so much trash on social media. I may not be talking about anything in eloquent words or anything like that, but this is really a heartfelt, transparent moment. So please do that. Click the hearts. So anyway, back to my point. So I complied. I took screenshots of the money order that was submitted to pay for the application fees. You guys know it's like pulling teeth. That wasn't good enough. They wanted a more official receipt, something to show the logo, like of the complex. And I said, ma'am, this is an old complex. They're not even on to get a hold of the manager. They were never open. It was like, you know, I had to go back and forth, and then they said, well, if they can supply like one of those handwritten receipts. And I said, well, I can go buy a book and create my own receipt if you would like. You know, throwing a little sarcasm, like, how official is that? That is not official, because you have no idea of who is John Hancock is on the signature line. So anyway, long story short, after a week, I finally was able, oh, well, we take these receipts. After I'd been, that's the kind of receipt that they wanted. It has to be rubber stamped. Rubber stamped. Like, who is using embossed rubber stamps? What century are we in? Everything is online, but because this company is not online, okay. So that's just one instance. I'm giving you guys a bird's eye view of, stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I will possibly share some other things. I am gonna chronicle this journey because I think it is important. It is so important. And it is a reminder to those who are comfortable and cozy. When you go home tonight and you get in your cozy bed, or you're cooking from your stove, think about those who are less fortunate. And I'm very fortunate. Employment again. But there are some that are not as fortunate again. But there are some that are not as fortunate, that may not have a skill set or a trade or a degree or what have you, the wherewithal to work a job that is sustainable, that is going to sustain them. I'm out in California. Rent is high as giraffe, you know what. Very, very expensive out here. Again, my rent was about $4,000 a month. Crazy. About $4,000 a month. Crazy. I think I paid my landlord $48,500. One of these days, hopefully I will be on the continent of Africa and I will be able to be free. And we're so not free. We just aren't. We just aren't. But anyway, I love you guys. I pray that this video has been a blessing. Again, stay tuned because I probably will chronicle a little bit more of my journey. If nothing but just to inspire someone and to encourage someone and tell you you can make it. You can make it. Look at me. I am making it. I am out here still living life large as if nothing has happened. Do I have my moments where it feels like the floor is collapsing below my feet? Yes, I do go through that. I go through that almost every day, but I pull myself together and I get back out there. And I am telling you, if you are experiencing that, you can do the same. You can do the same. Here's a little sarcasm for you. I'm down almost 10 more pounds. So almost 60 pounds to date I've lost. Not since I've been homeless, but almost another 10 pounds. Best diet in the world. Not really. But again, remember I told you I'm learning how to do more with less. I'm finding healthier ways to eat, finding better ways to get some exercise because I can no longer go to my boot camp, honey, because I ain't got the money for all of that. But honey, all I have been told is all you need to walk a little briskly. I've been going up and down the stairs, when I'm at a hotel, choosing a floor that's on the second, room that's on the second floor. When I am able to go to a hotel, you can use the handrails to do push-ups. There are all sorts of ways. We are just missing it. We're just missing it. This whole process is showing me ways that I could live. Again, y'all, if this inspired you, tap heart on the screen, click like, share, and listen. I'm out. Toodles. Bye, sugar plums. Now I gotta figure out how to end this thing. Honey, I done got on here and I gotta figure out how to end this thing. Honey, I done got on here and thinking I'm doing something. I don't even know how to end this. How do I end it?